Imagine if you could buy a light bulb that would last for more than 100 years. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not. In fact, there is one such bulb that has been shining since 1901 in a fire station in California. So, why don't we have more of these long-lasting bulbs? The answer lies in a dark history of greed, deception, and planned obsolescence. In this video, we will expose the Phoebus Cartel, the secret alliance that controlled the light bulb industry for over a decade and made sure that you had to keep buying new bulbs. The story begins in the late 19th century, when electric lighting was a new and revolutionary invention. Thomas Edison and other pioneers developed the first incandescent light bulbs, which used a thin metal filament to produce light when heated by an electric current. These bulbs were not very efficient, as most of the energy was wasted as heat, but they were still a huge improvement over candles and gas lamps. As the technology improved, so did the lifespan of the bulbs. By the early 20th century, some bulbs could last for up to 2,500 hours, or more than 100 days of continuous use. This was great news for consumers, who could enjoy brighter and cheaper lighting, but bad news for the manufacturers, who saw their sales decline as people needed to replace their bulbs less often. To solve this problem, the leading light bulb companies decided to join forces and form a cartel, a group of firms that agree to fix prices, limit production, or divide markets. In December 1924, representatives from Osram, General Electric, Philips, and other companies met in Geneva, Switzerland, and created the Phoebus Cartel, named after the Greek god of light. The cartel's main goal was to standardize the lifespan of light bulbs at 1,000 hours, or less than half of what they were capable of. This way they could sell more bulbs and make more money. The cartel was very secretive and operated under the cover of a Swiss corporation called Phoebus plc Industrial Company for the development of lighting. The members of the cartel agreed to share patents, divide markets, and set quotas for each company. They also established a central laboratory in Paris, where they tested the bulbs and found any company that produced bulbs that lasted longer than the agreed limit. The cartel was very successful in achieving its objectives. Between 1926 and 1939, the cartel sold over 4 billion light bulbs worldwide and increased its profits by 25%. The average lifespan of light bulbs dropped from 1,800 hours in 1924 to 1,205 hours in 1926, and finally to 1,000 hours in 1933. The cartel also maintained high prices for the bulbs, despite the lower production costs and the economic crisis of the Great Depression. But the cartel's success came at a price. By deliberately reducing the quality of their products, the cartel wasted energy, resources, and money. The consumers had to pay more for less, and the environment suffered from the increased carbon emissions and waste. The cartel also stifled innovation, as the companies had no incentive to improve their technology or develop alternative sources of lighting, such as fluorescent lamps or LEDs. The cartel's reign ended in 1939, when World War II broke out and disrupted the global trade and communication. The cartel was dissolved, but its legacy remained. The light bulb industry continued to produce bulbs that lasted for 1,000 hours, even after the war. It was not until the 1970s, when the energy crisis and the environmental movement raised awareness about the need for efficiency and conservation, that the light bulb industry started to change and offer more durable and diverse products. The Phoebus Cartel is often cited as an example of planned obsolescence, the practice of designing products to have a limited lifespan or functionality in order to encourage or force consumers to buy new ones. Planned obsolescence is widely used in many industries, such as electronics, fashion, or automobiles, and has been criticized for its negative effects on the economy, society, and the environment. So, what can we learn from the Phoebus Cartel? We can learn that sometimes corporations may not have our best interests at heart, and may manipulate the market and the products to maximize their profits. We can also learn that we, as consumers, have the power to demand better products and services and to choose wisely what we buy and use. And we can learn that we, as citizens, have the responsibility to protect our planet and our future, and to support innovation and sustainability.